Really quick before this video starts, if you're looking for some Elden Ring runes or some kind of items from the game or whatever that you don't want to obtain yourself, these guys here will obtain them for you. Shout out to aoeah.com. Their link will be in the description, and use code TBE for 3% off at your checkout. Hey guys, the Editor. I'm coming at you guys with an Elden Ring video. I'm going to be talking about the best glitches and exploits for runes in the game of Elden Ring. Now, there is only like one real glitch that's going to be in this video, unfortunately, because I don't know of many that you can do in this game for runes besides like the duplication glitch and stuff like that. But other than that, there's going to be some nice exploits in this video. There's going to be a cool glitch you can do in this video, and I'm going to go ahead and run down through them. And I already have videos on all of these methods, so I'm just going to hook you up with a link down below. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is this right here. There's a glitch where you can kill a dragon over and over. It's a huge dragon, and you get like 50, 60k every time you kill him, depending on, you know, obviously if you're on New Game Plus, you'll get like double the amount, and then obviously if you have a gold scarab or you eat a gold pickled foul foot, you'll get more. Now the gold pickled foul foot thing, they're kind of stressful to get if you don't have the recipe for them, so I would just say, you know, not get that. But the gold scarab, though, is completely worth it, and it's extremely easy to find that. You just have to kill a boss in a cave in Caelid. You do have to be pretty high level, though, because them bosses will mess you up. It's a 2v1, but if you can get them, then you can get the gold scarab. And then you can go over to this dragon. Essentially, all you do is you kill this dragon like normal with some kind of blood loss weapon, and then you run over to the grace that's right near him as soon as he dies, like as soon as you see that guy twitch, and then you go sit down in the fire, you get back up, and then he respawns for some reason, and you still get the runes for it. And you can do this as many times as you want to. That will be the first link in the description, besides the sponsor, and then you can, I go very in detail and how to get there and what all you need and stuff like that, and show you how you can get yourself a blood loss weapon if you don't already have one. I just go more in depth in that video. Here's another exploit, probably the best one. The bird farm. You can do this at any level, really, as long as you have beaten Godric. If you do beat Godric, you can do this. Now, if you killed White Mask, though, White Mask Var, or whatever his or her name is, I believe it's a he. I'm not sure, though. I'm not going to assume gender on anybody. But if you have killed him or made him mad in any way, then this is locked off to you until you get access to the snow area of the map. And not just the snow area, the secret snow area. You'd probably be like at level 70, 80, 90 by the time you got there legit. So the use of this farm really wouldn't make too much sense. But if you do have access to that quest line, then you can get there, farm this bird over and over, and he drops with the gold scarab about 13,000 runes every single time he dies. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. And all these have been tested before I put the video out, so I can tell you that they do work currently. Now, they might get fixed in the future. Who knows? But it's a single-player game, so I doubt we'll see anything like this get fixed. I don't think one has been fixed yet. So I'm not exactly sure. I mean, the stuff I could see them fixing is, you know, game-breaking glitches or just, you know, stuff that makes the game not as fun. This right here could make the game more fun, depending on, you know, what kind of player you are. Yeah, that's the bird. That'll be the second link in the description, besides the sponsor. Okay, the sponsor will be at the top. Just go below that, because I don't want to put them too low. I don't want them to get upset with me or anything. At the same location of the bird farm, there is another farm. You use the sacred sword, or whatever it's called. It's the sword you get from the Elden beast. Spoiler alert, which is the last boss of the game. The Ash of War of this sword thing, like the default Ash of War, whatever you want to call it, the LT or the L2 for this thing, it does this like gold sweep effect, and there's a whole bunch of enemies on this, what's it called, like this hill area at the top of it, and there's a grace right beside it, and you can kill all these guys, get about 40k, 50k runes every single time you do it, depending on if there's any down there with golden eyes, or if you have a gold scarab or a gold pickle foul foot. If you don't have any kind of rune buffs or whatever, and none of them have golden eyes, you're probably looking at 25 to 30k every time you do it. But if, you know, let's say one of them has golden eyes, you got a gold scarab and a pickle foul foot, you're looking at like 60k. So like, yeah, but without a golden eyes, you're probably looking at like, I'd still say around 60k if you have both the buffs on, the foot and the scarab. But those are some farms and a glitch there. I'm going to show you one more. This one's going to be for early game. This one right here, everybody knows as the boulder farm. I believe this still does work in the game as well. I tested it earlier, and this still does work in the game as well. It's a little tricky though, and you can do this at a very, very low level, and in my video I go extremely in depth for you and show you exactly how you can get up here. And you can do this, I would say, from the base level. You don't have to. The only thing you need is a horse. If you went and got your horse from the Gatefront Grace, then you can come and do this, and you get about, if you have a gold scarab, like 2100 runes every single time you do it, and you can get this done every 30-45 seconds. If you don't have the gold scarab, it's like 1900 runes every time you do it. And I did this method all the way until I got up to about level 60, you know, and then it started becoming, you know, too slow. But yeah, you can do this if like you're a base level and you're trying to get a new character leveled up, or you know, if you're feeling under leveled for the area that you're in, you can come and do this, because I mean it's really easy to get to. It's like I said, you can probably get here from the base level. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. There's nothing you really have to do to get here other than have the horse, so you can dodge the ball in time. Now, if you're having too much trouble with the boulder, or you know, whatever the case may be, there's another farm that's right near the boulder. I have a video on that as well. That'll be linked in the description underneath the boulder farm. And you're just going to be killing these short little dudes up here. This is for a very low level farm as well. So if you're like, I don't know, past level 40 or something, I wouldn't do this one. But every time you kill one of these short guys up here, you get about 1,000 runes. If you have a gold scarab, you'd probably be getting around 11 to 1200. Sorry for my voice, I just woke up shortly a few minutes ago. But these guys will mess you up if you are a low level, but it doesn't really matter because you can sneak up behind them. And thankfully, this game, unlike the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne and stuff like that, you can actually crouch and they won't notice you if you're behind them. Obviously, if you're in their line of sight, they'll see you. But instead of having a slow walk up behind these guys, you can actually crouch up to them and then charge attack them, and hopefully you stagger them. If you do stagger them, like you hear that little noise, then you can do a riposte animation or a visceral, whatever you want to call it, and you stab them in the back, and that'll do a, you know, a huge chunk of damage. And if they're still not dead after that, then just keep hitting them as they get up. Now, they will be invincible for a short minute when they start to get up, but after like they're out of that animation, you can still hit them, and each time you hit them, I believe they stagger, depending on what kind of build you are. If you're a mage build, I could see this being extremely difficult, but if you are any kind of sword build, or you have a mace of some sort, or you use a hammer, you can probably decimate these guys if you hit them fast enough. Now, if you use a huge weapon and you hit slowly, you know, it's probably not going to do too well, because these guys do hit pretty fast and they do a lot of damage, especially if you're at a lower level. Now, if you're a higher level and you come up here, these guys are jokes, but you know, if you're a higher level, you wouldn't be coming up here unless you're here to beat Black Blade or to give the clergyman the death roots or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did like this video, then give it a like. If you dislike this video, then give it a dislike. Thank you guys for all the love and support on the channel you've been giving me. It's crazy. This is the best my channel has ever done. The entirety of me doing YouTube, I've gotten the most views this month than ever. The most subscribers, no, not the most subscribers than ever, but we are like at 31,000 and something. So thank you guys for all that stuff. You keep me going. If I didn't have that kind of support, probably would have given up a whole long time ago. I appreciate all that. Thank you everybody for coming and watching my videos on a day-to-day basis and whatnot. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
LBB, you done did 'em dirty, fool.